Kelly picked up Colton, and they drove to Wilson Chaos one night. Ashton said her parents weren't home, and they felt like that was totally alright. From Selena to Lucas to Russell, and only drove to see Ashlyn upon arrival. She said, my parents are gone, let the party begin. I'm sure fuck yeah was their answer when she asked if they wanted to get drunk, cause they were just being kids full of liquor and mistakes, and when he chose the wrong girl's bed, I wish the guilt didn't eat me up. He fucked up enough for all of our sakes. I wish he never met that little punk. Colton told Kelly he'd rather be with her during the festivities. Colton was determined to lose his damn virginity. Kelly replied, come on Colton, you know it's not like that, cause we are besties. And so we willingly accepted Ashlyn's proposition. Unfortunately the following week, while she was in a class, the teacher took her phone, cause no texting in school was the rule. But teenagers can be such a dumbass teacher. Gave it to the principal as it was school policy indeed, who read through every conversation and watched what was streaming in her feed. He learned of them having sex, so he was required to report. Police then called her fucking parents, and eventually my boy was to appear in court. I remember telling Colton we would get through it as we held our heads up high. We knew the truth, she knew the truth. Technically statutorily, but he was ultimately by the court of public opinion convicted him upon a lie, and that one word followed him around and wouldn't let him buy 8 more months till you're free of bullying. 8 more months, that is all I said. I promised you would never have to see their faces after graduation, and you could start to plan ahead. We went to Ellsworth County with an Alfred plea was his reply. In district court he faced the judge, and he most certainly held his head up high. No contest, not guilty, he never gave an alibi. He felt it in his heart, he paid fines, attended anger management class, and I thought we'd gotten it all gone by. But 12th grade started with heavy voices in the hall. Rapists, they would whisper to my boy who had his back against the wall, teasing and bullying and threatening him. Even a rape conviction isn't a case for the death penalty, but the sentence his classmates issued was for all eternity. She had had a boyfriend 20 years old with a temper known with his name, been with him since she was 13. But my son got stuck with the blame when the truth came out that she cheated. She changed the story to a victim sound, called it something it never was, but that word followed him around. Colton, you've got 8 more months of Lucas Sylvan High. You've already got a place lined up to live. After you graduate, they can kiss your ass goodbye and offer your brilliance to the world for you to give. You won't ever have to look at these low-class, redneck, trash, low IQ, thumb up their ass ever again. You can't ignore them for the next 8 months, right? 8 more months and that'll be all I said. And in your next chapter can begin. 8 more months till you're free of this, I promise. You won't ever have to see those faces again. But 8 more months wasn't in the card. His last days he endured this, not long enough for me to love. Colton, 3 weeks before his 18th birthday, no candles for him to blow, and I certainly didn't get my wish. Her little sister saw it all while playing with a toy when Ben came to their door that day, the day that he killed my boy. The day that he killed my boy. A few years after Colton died, but I guess I still needed to believe he was alive. Little sister sent Kelly an email saying he'd been beaten up and that Colton hadn't survived. She thought the rape thing was true, is that's what she'd always been told, but she wanted Kelly to stop chasing a ghost. And through Kelly forwarding that email, I ain't shocked 'cause my blood ran cold. Years went by before I knew, still living in a lie, while Ashlyn worried about her job, employment status. My son, was it turned out, I guess was somewhere in the heavenly sky. A few years later, this Ashlyn decided to get a hold of me, thrilled I could finally sit down, listen for the truth, and finally have her listen to me. But she did not want to talk about Colton. She was upset and wanted her name to appear clean. Said I was hurting her ability to gain employment whenever I post what I'd heard and seen. I asked her if she knew who else can't find work, who else paid that heavy cost. Did she know who else was having a hard time dealing with job loss? Yes, my son Colton, and 'cause of her he was dead. Colton can't be hired for anything, but when she demanded to speak to her lawyer before continuing our conversation, that was when I saw through a lens of red. He was dead. Colton can't be hired when she demanding to speak to her lawyer before continuing our conversation. That was when I saw through a lens of red. That's what I promised to him. Then his life could begin. It could be planned out, and it was planned out. It was good, but it was good, but it was too many nights. Too many nights. What I didn't know now, what I didn't know, I should know the kids from those kids. Those grind, all that fight that grinds. Wasn't good enough, wasn't good enough that time. 8 more months, 8 more months, that's all I said. 8 more months till you're free. I promise you'll never see those faces again, but not by death could I ever foresee. I heard she went to mortuary school and was working with the dead. What a freaking sicko, or at least a cowardly, no conscious, low morals person, mentally damaged in the head. Yes, I said what I said. She had agreed to speak to me, but she never did. But her and Kelly know the truth of every word said and of the ones unsaid. My son should be here so I could witness the man he was to become 8 more this never happened. Instead, he died way before his time by a group of evil-hearted scum.